Nothing, not one thing outside of us can make us stronger. Not one thing. We train to have mastery of our own mind. I want to talk to you today about aligning body, mind, and spirit, integrating these three parts of ourselves as one and allowing the power of the spirit to guide us. But on the first work day of the year, I've been up for a while and I saw this under moonlight, but check out what the sky has rained down. Look at the light. Look at this powder. Oh, it is just an amazing, amazing sight in our neck of the woods here. And I couldn't pick a better day to talk to you about what I am most passionate about and to invite you to start the year with the light and attention, all of the extra time you have for 12 days in a row. I want you to channel that energy into aligning yourself so that your inner power can influence the creation of your outer life. I believe that we have a 10-year window. I channeled this 10-year window before 2020. I put these two tattoos on my arm, 2020 to 2030. There are few places left on the earth where one who is passionate can align their life with their interests and make a living doing what they love. And this starts with the relationship that we have with nature here. We are reconnecting as a species. 2020 has taught us that we are not separate from nature, that we can address these pressing issues with our environment, that we can hit the brakes, that we can slow down. So this morning, I want to talk about aligning body, mind, and spirit and show you a little bit about my morning routine and how I get my day going. So let's head back into the house. I've been up for a while. I saw this, like I said, under the moonlight when it was dark through my room window, which is really a funny scene that we'll look at why there's a little bit of humor there. But I wake up, let's show you. I believe, just like when you put a plant in the earth, when you put a seed in the earth, in the soil, the seed has to germinate, okay? The seed has to grow into a seedling and a plant. So our thoughts, the thoughts are the seed of our actions. How I use this day is preceded by the thoughts that I set in my consciousness before bed last night. And that was catalytic in how my foot hit the ground when I woke up this morning. So I want to show you first, before I show you my practice space of what I did for the mind, I woke up here looking out at the splendor of nature. I never really show my altar, but this is a place that's an anchor for me in the house. The altar has a few sacred objects that hold a positive charge. This is a stone. It could be a stone, any stone on the planet. It was formed in the Narmada River in India, and it's a Shiva lingam with the symbol, the three symbols, lines of Shiva on this stone. And this stone has been an anchor for me. It has been with me through my darkest hours, through my deepest trials. It's traveled all over the world to many countries and been on the altar where I've taught teacher trainings and numerous yoga classes to many different communities. And it's inspiring. It holds the charge of my practice, my darkness, my light, my trials, my tribulations, and it motivates me on the tough days. So it's getting the energy of the sun on the altar. I won't go through every item. I do work with the Osho Zen Tarot card deck, and I do an intuitive reading. When I shuffle the deck, I pick 3 cards. My girlfriend and I use the cards to connect with our subconscious mind and the energy of refraction and manifestation. So something on the outside mirrors what's going on the inside, and there's a reciprocal sort of loop where the snake is eating the tail. It's an information loop going on. So as you can see, I pulled this card. Take a really close look at this card. You'll see a frame within the frame. I have never in 15 years once pulled this card. The postponement card has a lot to do, I feel, with like what we're doing with the environment. We have hit the brakes, we have slowed down our pollution and our footprint, and we're learning that we can tackle difficult problems by hitting the brakes. We've been, as a species, on a breakneck speed going off the cliff, not addressing some serious ecological problems. So there's postponement with the lockdowns, with slowing down the planet, and with the virus that is in our society. And this frame, you can see that character is me. If I put my hair down, that is me looking out of the frame. And on a day where it's not blanketed by snow, it looks exactly, precisely like this. And you can see the gold frame is right here. So this is a very poignant card. I'm going to keep that card up for about 2 weeks here. So I started the day with a predictive moment from the card, looking out right of the same space that starts the day with the connection to light and the universe. So I wake up before the sun, so that I can entrain my body with the rhythm of the sun. The sun is the giver of life on the planet. I go to the bathroom, I take care of business, and then I want to plant some seeds in my mind. I build a fire, and while the fire is getting set up, I go out there and I do my vitamins. I make a vitamin solution in water, in purified water, and I can the water. And my system is clean and empty from going to the bathroom, and I sit before the fire, and on the japa, there's 108 beads. So I'm planting seeds in my mind. I chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha 108 times in Sanskrit vibrationally to realize and connect to the notion that my obstacles, all of the challenges in my life, are opportunities for growth, that by facing them with a good attitude and with a creative spirit, and when something doesn't work, if I try something different and approach the problem anew, maybe I can find solutions and thereby experience growth. So that is the first mantra I chant 108 times in the morning to plant that seed in my mind. I then chant an Om to punctuate it, and then I chant Om Namah Shivaya, which is to train my consciousness. Ganesh is the root chakra, the primal energy that I'm waking up. And I chant Om Namah Shivaya to connect to the notion that I am universal consciousness. So I'm making some water here. I'm taking you through the chores because my day is packed with writing, okay? And I have to teach one class at noon and a private lesson later. But most of my days are writing and systematizing the knowledge I've acquired from journeying throughout the world and studying with masters and making that knowledge my own by applying it to life. So the second mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, is chanted to align my awareness that I am universal consciousness. Salutations to Shiva, which is the doorway to infinity, the doorway to Brahman. It's aligning ourselves with what is divine, what is pure consciousness. So it's asking my mind to be in its best shape for the day. This is aligning with the deeper reality. The third mantra I chant is a beautiful, beautiful seed in the mind that connects all of us. I chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, which means May my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to everyone else's happiness, everyone else's joy. So this is a beautiful way to share the planet, share the resources, and to align with the deepest of spiritual teachings, which all masters share with us, which is that when they come back from the direct mystical experience, a master will tell you, I will tell you, when you come back from the still point inside, everything is connected. We are related at a level that is deeper than brother and sister. So I'm enthusiastic today because I went to bed at a reasonable time. I feel rested from this beautiful gift of this long holiday weekend we've had. The earth is singing her song. Nature is singing her song. The sun is nourishing us. And I'm in a good place to lead you for the Mind Body Reboot Virtual Retreat. My days are not about running around anymore. I used to be. I like to work here in the kitchen because it's close to the fire and close to the snacks. So if I need a snack or a supplement, I can jump in here. But I want to show you the PDF-EBook from last year's challenge so that you see a little bit of what will be coming to you. Check out this ebook. This is the Mind Body Reboot Workbook. Okay, there's the table of contents. Let's blow this up. Okay. Intermittent fasting is the first practice. And you can see here the video on how to fast. You just simply click on that video and boom, bang, bang. There's your instruction, a 10-minute video of the practice that you're going to do. That is how that works. Let's take a closer look. And you can see here, Thursday, day 1, okay? This is how it's set up. You have your link to the practice you're going to do. Live classes that you can choose from. There's your journal, okay? Define commitment to self and write 2 paragraphs to your future self to be read on blah, blah, blah date, thanking yourself for sticking to the 12-day challenge. Include details of what kind of benefits you want to see in the next 12 days. Okay, very simple. You can print this out or work with it on your computer. And all the hyperlinks you need, there you go. You hit that hyperlink, how to find a comfortable meditative seat.
Roman first because he needs to use, and I'll have Roman
and instructions. So everything is detailed, everything is organized, it's systematized, it's the easiest thing in the world. All you need is commitment. You need devotion. Activate this primary muscle. Activate your heartbeat and send the energy of love. Make the energy come back to the person who matters most here. Okay? You have to use your energy to love and massage the energy of love into yourself, because once you care for yourself, you are better, ready, and able to care for those around you. So join me on the Mind Body Reboot Virtual Retreat. So I invite you to learn more about that retreat by going to my website. Go to jaisugrim.com. Okay, there's a landing page there that has the layout of what we will be doing for 12 days. I've isolated 4 modalities that give you an opportunity to pour yourself. So you get an ebook comes to you with a detailed practice for each day where you have recorded practices that you just hit a link and you stream the practice. This is Clarice. Clarice is the farm kitty. She's been here forever, and I sort of inherited her. So the practices come to you daily, and you also have some offerings of live classes that you can tap into and work with the live leadership energy. But if that doesn't fit your schedule, you can just stream the practices at your convenience. But I recommend practicing in the morning as I do, so that you can tune your mind. We are tuning our mind to face the oscillations, okay? We have ups and downs throughout the day, but the practice in the morning of facing yourself, facing your fears, facing your insecurities with the knowledge. Here's the key to spirituality, is to realize nothing, not one thing outside of us can make us stronger. Not one thing. But the realization of our spirit, that we are infinite. I remember in my first marathon, I was completely out of energy at the 20th mile. Dejected. Hamstrings wouldn't bend to turn and flex the knee. What got me through the last 10K was a guy saying on the sidelines, "You didn't train so hard to not finish this thing." It activated the spiritual energy inside that overtook my body. All right, guys, come on out. It's a snow day. They're gonna really take their time here. I think they're gonna take their time. I say let them take their time and let's figure this out. So it's a okay. Water for the birds. Okay. The truth is, we are a spiritual being on a human journey. We are a spiritual, eternal being. We came from somewhere. We're in a meat vehicle. We're here for a little while, and then we will continue the journey. This is the truth. This is the deepest, highest truth that transcends all religions. It transcends all religions. It is the essence of reality. So this idea of these 10 years are an opportunity to explore this deepest truth. We are at a time on this earth that if we don't seize this opportunity, more freedoms, I believe, will not be given to us later. Hey! What up? What up? So I want to talk to you about four concepts, 4 modalities, 4 pillars, 4 frameworks that make my mindset and that allow me to structure practices for those looking to deepen their experience of life, and more importantly, to co-create. We are here. You're creating everything. You're creating it from inside your inner language, the richness of the language inside of your mind. When you open your eyes and you start to take in data from your senses, when you see an object and you tap it against your memory and you harness the past to code the thing you're looking at, that's the richness of your inner life. And spirituality enriches, this knowledge enriches your mental map inside of what you're looking at, so that on the outside, you have more variability, more choice, more ways of perceiving. I can perceive this snow, as beautiful as it is, I can perceive it as a problem. I can perceive it as work to be done. There is work to be done around the snow, but it is nature's song. It is gorgeous. It is beautifying our neck of the woods here with all the chickens and all the animals. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous blessing. And I take it as a sign. I take it as a sign, particularly, let's say the card I was interpreting. What if that is a nonsense interpretation to one person? It surely can be perceived as nonsense, but it enriches my world. It allows me to create. It's setting the tone for things to come, for the writing. It's setting the beauty and the temperament of my mind. So the Mind Body Reboot Virtual Retreat is me sharing the best of what I've harnessed with you. And now the practices I share, some you will stick with. It's exposure to 4 modalities. You're going to practice strength training. We need to be strong to face all the losses we will endure in life, all of the change, all of the things that we can't control. We need strength for that. A sense of gratitude, okay? If you start thinking about what is good in your life and how fortunate you are to be alive, to be breathing, to have the opportunity of this body as a vehicle for enlightenment. If you consider that, the neurochemical state in your head will be configured. The norepinephrine, the dopamine, the serotonin will be configured in a way that brings you more joy, more appreciation for life. Okay, yoga, we will practice yoga. Let's see what kind of an egg day we have. I'm predicting a 4-egg day. So the yoga is for equanimous thinking. The mind is thrown this way and that way all the time. That's a noisy day in the hen house. Let's get the eggs and get back to this yoga talk. Woo, 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 woo. Ooh. I see 3 here. 3. Well, hello there. 1 is on the way. I'll have to come back out later. So I was right. It's a 4-egg day, possibly a 5-egg day. And these guys are going to take their time to find their food because they're in the snow. So the yoga allows us to control our body and the glandular system and master the endocrinology of our body, the hormones, the messages, by getting up early, by fasting, okay? I'm not going to eat till 1:30 or 2 p.m. today. I'm fasting all the way through. So we're going to practice yoga for equanimous thinking and self-control. And then we're going to practice fasting or conscious nutrition. Fasting is not good for everybody. So some of you will thrive by fasting for part of the day or fasting for 3 days. It's an opportunity for the body to heal itself, to reboot itself, to clean the disease cells, the precancerous cells, the fungus, the bacteria that is not healthy. These are chances you're giving yourself to thrive. Now, imagine what it would be like if you practiced fasting / conscious nutrition, yoga, gratitude, and strength training with masters of their field guiding you for 12 days in a row. What kind of a seed are you planting in your consciousness to face the entire year, and who will you be becoming at this time? a year from now? Who will you be becoming by planting these positive seeds, by developing a sense of community at a time where we are so separate and we're not proximal to one another? At this time, how can you connect? I want to share with you that we are never, ever, ever alone. This is a myth. We are never, ever, ever alone. That's the key to the Mind Body Virtual Retreat. The reboot is to connect you to source, to yourself, to infinity. We can actually close our eyes and connect to all of our loved ones. Every one of us, we're all intimately woven and threaded together. And that is the benefit of a conscious spiritual practice. So this practice is 12 days where you carve out free time for health, reflection, and coding new concepts into your mind that are empowering and that can transform the year that is coming. This is a catalytic process. I want you to go to my website, jaisugrim.com, read the landing page. If this is a fit for you, sign up for the challenge. The night before the challenge begins, I will send you an ebook. My team will send you an ebook, and it's as simple as pie. You open up day by day to the practice. It has a description. It has a journal that you can write out what you're going through before in the morning and in the evening, so you can see yourself in process of taking the reins of your own happiness, of taking charge of your health, and more importantly, stepping up to the vibe I'm inviting you to do, which is co-creation. You and I are co-creating this world. We are poking the world and it pokes back. And that starts with this space here. So we have to take care of this space, the head space, the whole body space, and then the whole infinite spiritual space. It is all connected. Body, mind, and spirit are integrated on the Mind Body Virtual Reboot Retreat. Join me this year. So guys, this is an invitation. It's from the deepest part of myself. I do this to share. This is my way of impacting the world in a positive way. I've already created the life I've wanted. I am interacting with the world in the way I desire. And I want to bring you on that journey so you can also learn how to co-create your life by taking immaculate care of yourself. The body is temporary. The spirit is where we draw our energy and our power from. And I want you to integrate your spirit, body, and mind so that the pure, clean mind that you set up in the morning starts to influence and create the world that you're looking at. To join the Mind Body Reboot Retreat, go to my website, jaisugrim.com. Read all of the instructions on the landing page. You can sign up there, and the ebook will come to you the night before the challenge starts with instructions and all the hyperlinks and your personal journal, so you're in process and you are supported, and together we're going to create an amazing 2021 together.